Well, hello everybody and welcome to a new little demo. And I'm fighting a little bit of a cold today, so please excuse me if I sound a little nasally. But today's the only day I can really do this. Okay, so I just thought I would just do a pretty simple collage to Christmas card idea. And the card that I'm using, well, this is the card that we're creating today. And I love her image, and I found her on the internet, and she's just basically a royalty-free public domain image. And what I did was I altered it a little bit in Photoshop, and then added the word Christmas Angel on there, and had it printed on photo paper because I like the photograph look. And the card that I'm using as the base, I'll just move this aside here, they're not folding cards, they're just 4x6 greeting card size, and they're singles, so they're kind of like postcards really, but I thought that would be a little bit different. And you can just cut these out of cardstock too, and then you can use any colour you want. This is an ivory colour. And so I think I might have mentioned on one of my other videos that I was trying to think of ways to use the graphic 45 12 Days of Christmas paper. And this paper is really beautiful, and it's really hard to choose because they're double-sided, so I may have already shown you some of these, but I'll go through some of the papers here. Look at that, oh my goodness. And actually this is the paper I used on one of my mini collages. And let's just get a few more here. And it seems a pity to cut them up really, but they have to be, I mean, you just have to use them. This is the paper we're going to use today. Okay, so that's graphic 45 12 Days of Christmas. Highly recommend it, it's beautiful. And so I've already cut up a piece of this for my original, so let's go ahead and cut another piece for my blank. Okay, so we're using just some standard materials today, obviously. Glue stick, double-sided sticky tape, bit of glitter glue of course. Oh, and before I cut things out, I collect postage stamps, and these are all old Christmas stamps that I printed, so we'll use one of those on my little collage card too. Okay, so let's get my little paper trimmer here. And my blade's starting to go a little bit blunt, so it might feather a little at the end, but that's okay. So I'm just going to cut a little strip that I want to put down the card. So make sure that's a fairly clean cut. However, it has feathered a little bit, so I'm just going to take my scissors and just gently trim off the feathery bits of the fibres at the end here. Sometimes that happens when your blade starts to go blunt on your paper trimmer. And I do have new blades, but they're upstairs. Okay, and I'll just do this side too. And I can't believe that Christmas Day is a week from today. I don't know where the time has gone. And we'll just get rid of those. There we go. Okay. So then I'm going to basically make sure that's the right way around. That way. And I just want to put a little strip of that down the side of my card. So I'm not going to cut it yet, I'm just going to take some double-sided sticky tape, the Scotch stuff of course. And you just need 2 or 3 little pieces of that. And I don't know if you can hear my little Christmas music playing in the background. It's Christmas guitar. It's quite nice, very relaxing. Okay, so I'm just going to line that up with that edge and this edge, and then make sure that's really stuck down well. Still a little feathery bit there, but that's okay. So I'm going to then turn my card over and, oops, I'll do it this side, and then just trim off that excess piece. And don't throw these little pieces away, you can use these on little tags and other cards. Okay, so that's the start. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pop that over here while I take my little Christmas angel image, and I just want to give her a little bit of a border. So what I'm going to do is actually take some black cardstock, and I'm just going to take a little tape, double-sided again, pop that in the middle of the image, and then, sorry, I'm on the black card here, but you might be able to tell, I'm just going to put that down to mount it, and it just helps to give it another layer. Okay, then normally I use paper trimmer, but you know, it's such a small image that I'm going to use my scissors, so I'm just going to eyeball it, to be honest with you. I don't mind doing that. I like the freedom of using the scissors. Whoops, I went a little bit off there. So what I'm going to do is just maybe just trim that ever so slightly. Yeah, that's way off. Oh well, never mind. I'll blame the cold. And then just a little bit more off the edge there. And again, I just want a little bit of a border. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just going to blow these away. That's fine. So then we're going to stick her down with my little sponge squares. So these are, they're a little bit thicker. It's like the mounting tape. And what I do is I take one of these and cut it in half. And then what I'll do is just pop one on this end on the back and one on the other. Peel off the backing. Excuse me. And then just pop her. I think I'll stick her about, yes. Okay. So far so good. I'll just get rid of those. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I want to add a little element of something in the corner here. So I actually, I've probably, in fact I know I've shown you this stamp set before, but it's Cavallini and it's one of my favourites. Oh, hello. And it's the Par Avion rubber stamp set. It's got these wonderful postage stamps in here. And I decided to choose just this little hand cancel stamp and take my VersaFine vintage sepia ink pad that I seem to use all the time, and then I'm just going to quickly stamp that in the corner, and then I'm going to take my VersaFine black and take the cancellation postage cancellation stamp from the set and just quickly do that. So it just kind of gives it more of another layer, makes it look more like a postcard. Okay, so then the next thing I want to do is something round here. So what I've chosen to do is, I love postage stamps, and so as I showed you earlier, I have all these wonderful printed Christmas stamps. What I did was I made a collage sheet out of them. I had so many. Oh, that's pretty. We'll choose this one. This is a New Zealand Christmas stamp, and I love the image. It's Madonna and Child there, so let's get rid of those. And then I'm going to take my very handy scissors here. They are Fiskars paper edger scissors, and this gives you like a postage stamp edge, and it is just called stamp. And so what I'll do is just trim that. And I'm just going to blow away those extra bits. Okay, so there you can see she looks like a proper postage stamp. And you can use glue stick or double-sided sticky tape. I just happen to have my tape handy, so I shall use that. And then I'm just going to pop that over here, just to give an extra layer, so you can see how it's really coming along. So the next thing I'm going to do is pop a little greeting here, and one of my very favourites is a stamp that I purchased when I worked at Rubber Soul, and it is a Wordsworth rubber stamp, number C048-H, and it's called Blessed Christmas to You. And I really, really like that because, and it fits perfectly here and it goes well with the angel. So I'm just going to use the vintage sepia again. And then I'm going to just stamp, oops, sorry, I think I knocked my camera there. We'll just pop that there. And there we go. Blessed Christmas to you. Okay, and I think we'll leave it there. I'll add a little bit of glitter, but my time's running out on my camera now. So I hope you enjoyed the little demo, and Merry Christmas everybody, and I'll be back in the new year with new demos. Okay everyone,